The night air was cold, the kind that bites through your jacket no matter how tight you pull it. The gas station's fluorescent lights buzzed weakly, casting long shadows on the wet pavement. Sarah Matthews, a single mother of two, stood by her old minivan, filling up the tank after a long shift at the diner. Her kids were asleep in the backseat, their small faces illuminated by the glow of a flickering streetlight. She checked her phone, 11:47 p.m. Just 13 minutes from home. Just a few gallons left. And then, she'd finally rest. That's when she noticed them. 3 men, loud and stumbling, swaggering out of the convenience store. The smell of beer and cigarettes drifted across the lot. Their laughter was sharp, the kind that made the hairs on your neck stand up. One of them spotted her, alone, vulnerable, tired, and grinned. "Well, look what we got here," the tallest one said, his voice thick with trouble. Pretty little mama, all by herself. Sarah's pulse quickened. She tried to ignore them, focusing on the sound of gas flowing into the tank. But the men came closer. One leaned against her car, peering through the window at her sleeping kids. "You out here all alone? Dangerous time for a lady to be out," he sneered. "Please, just leave me alone," Sarah said, her voice trembling. She clicked the gas nozzle off and reached for her keys, but one of the men blocked her path. "You got a smart mouth," he said, taking a step closer. "Maybe you need someone to teach you some manners." Her heart pounded. Fear wrapped around her like ice. She looked around for help, but the gas station was empty, the clerk inside pretending not to notice. And then, the low growl of engines. From the darkness, the sound grew louder, closer. The kind of sound that makes people turn their heads before they even realize why. A group of bikers rolled into the lot, big Harleys, chrome gleaming under the lights. The men froze, confusion flickering across their faces. The bikers came to a stop in a half-circle around Sarah's car. Their jackets bore the same patch, Iron Soul's Motorcycle Club. The lead biker, a tall man with a graying beard and eyes like steel, killed his engine and climbed off. He looked at the thugs, then at Sarah. "Everything okay here, ma'am?" Sarah could barely speak. They wouldn't leave me alone." The biker's jaw tightened. He turned to the men. "You heard the lady." One of the thugs scoffed, trying to hide his fear. "Hey, man, we were just talking. No harm done." The other bikers began to dismount, slowly, deliberately. One cracked his knuckles. Another flicked a cigarette to the ground and crushed it under his boot. The circle closed tighter. "Then talk somewhere else," the lead biker said, his voice calm but dangerous. "Right now." The thugs hesitated. Then, realizing they were outnumbered, and outmatched, they backed away, muttering curses under their breath as they disappeared into the night. Sarah stood frozen, her hands shaking. The biker turned to her, his expression softening. "You okay now?" She nodded, tears welling in her eyes. I didn't know what to do." "Thank you." He smiled faintly. "You don't have to thank us. We look out for people. Especially good folks just trying to make it home." He looked into the car at her sleeping children and sighed. "You've got precious cargo there. Be safe, all right." Sarah managed a small smile. "I will. I promise." One of the other bikers handed her a card. "If anyone ever messes with you again, call that number. We don't let bullies run the night." She took the card, nodding gratefully. As the bikers rode off into the distance, the sound of their engines echoing into the darkness, Sarah stood by her car, tears slipping down her cheeks, not from fear this time, but from gratitude. When she finally got back into her van, she glanced at the card. The words printed on it read, "Iron Souls, protecting the road, and the people on it." That night, as she drove home under the quiet stars, she realized something: kindness doesn't always come in shining armor. Sometimes, it roars in on 2 wheels, covered in leather and dust. And somewhere out there, she knew, there were still people who believed in doing the right thing, no matter how dark the night.